Hey guys, I'm Eric. Welcome back. We just got done doing white walls on this. Next up, we're going to do an oil change. Oil fill plugs right here, drain plug and filter underneath. I got Honda stuff from Amazon. I'll toss the link down there below. And let me show you the bottom side of this. All right, let's take a look underneath here and see if I can show you what it is we're after. Okay, so oil filter. You look a little further up here, right up here. Now you see better without the light. This is our drain plug right here. So we're gonna pull our drain plug out. It's a 17 millimeter. You can see there's a little aluminum crush washer in there. Make sure it's either in good shape or you replace it. Again, oil filter's right here. And we are actually going to make an oil pan for this because this is so low to the ground. Stuff I have laying around here work does not actually fit. Now let me show you how I make an oil pan for this. Go ahead and get yourself a coolant jug. It's the perfect size. Basically we're just going to cut out the sticker right over here. Just got a razor blade and just cut this thing out. Okay, ta-da, and ta-da, right guys? Let's see if I can come at it from the right side, maybe a little bit easier. Yeah, it's actually a lot easier to see from the right side over here, guys. So we're gonna now I'm going to try to take this drain plug out along with the washer on it without dropping it in. Yeah, let's see what happens. Cool. Sure it all goes in there. It's only like 3 quarts, so it'll fit in there. All right, Amazon goodies. We have Honda oil, Honda filter. Well, you can't see anything with these bags, can you? There we go. So, 3 quarts of Honda oil. It's our Honda filter. This also comes with the new washer. Ooh, there's a part number there too. Let me get that for you guys. And here's your part number. It starts with a 15 right there. I didn't rip anything else off. I'll also have a link to this in the bottom of the description. Okay. Back to underneath here, all emptied out. Go ahead and put my drain plug back in there. You can unwrap the oil filter and get that in. Not drop this in the oil pan because that would just be really annoying. Okay, we have that in there. I'm gonna grab a rag, wipe it off, dry it off, then tighten it. You gotta make sure you tighten your drain plug. Last thing you wanna do is have your bike leaking oil while you're cruising down the highway, not notice it, run it out, and lock up your motor. That would just be a horrible day for anyone. Okay, so it's a little tight underneath here to even get to this drain plug. Easy to do this on a hoist, but the way I had the hoist set up on this when I was doing the tires, I would have dumped the oil all over the hoist that I was using. Okay, oil filter. It's really tight. There's a variety of different tools you can use to help you with this. This little guy here, probably a big pair of channel locks will work best. Let's see. Alright, we're loosened up. Oil pan underneath. And unscrew it. Try not to make too much of a mess on the floor. I'm gonna let that drain for a moment. Yeah, now with the oil I have on my hands, I'll go ahead and take a little bit around that O-ring. Help it seal a little bit better. Any debris off of there. I'm just gonna wipe off the mounting area here for the oil filter. Make sure there's no debris that fell in place there. And screw it on. Sure it's tight. If you want torque specs on this stuff, look up the service manual. You can just Google it. You can find them. A couple hundred pages long. It'll have all kinds of fun specs in there. Okay, so we're gonna wipe everything off. Push that out. Okay, I'm gonna clean this area up and then we'll get on to filling this thing. Okay, we're gonna do a real awesome screenshot of this. So this is the service manual that's online. Oil level check. I mean, if you want to go through and read this, essentially it says start the sucker out for a couple minutes, let it sit, hold the bike in the upright position, remove the oil filter cap dipstick, wipe oil from the dipstick, insert the dipstick without screwing it in, remove it and check the oil level. The oil level is below or near the lower level mark of the dipstick. Recommended to add it. So here's our full, here's our low mark. If you're thinking of a car, I usually aim for between the half and the top. We have a chart here for different oils. Here's the recommended oils right here. See here stuff about the oil filter. Actually gives you a tool for the oil filter wrench. Some torque numbers. So here's the oil capacity. If we're looking at oil filter change, is going to be 2.7 US quarts. So not quite the 3 that I got for it. So we're going to go ahead and dump some in this thing and check it. Alright, the oil fill cap is down here. Unscrew it, comes out. There, air filter box here is kind of in the way. 4mm Allens. I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. Get it out of the way and check my air filter all at the same time. It's kind of like a win-win situation there. So there's our cover. I got a lot more room here now. Let's see what our air filter looks like. You guys see this? Ooh, Honda. This bike's only got 6,000 miles on it, so go ahead and set that back on there. Actually, we'll just leave that off. And get my dipstick out now. Let's get a funnel and some oil. Okay. Funnel. Oil.
You got one?
Yep.
Is that the Honda stuff?
Yeah. One quart. 2 quarts. The spec was 2.7 quarts on this thing, so about 3/4 of this jug in there. Let's see.
Selling it white walls.
That's about right. So, we'll add a little bit of oil. I have to make an oily mess over my bike. Get it back on there. Put the air filter back on. Now this stuff here is all plastic, guys. You don't have to crank it down tight. Just snug. That's all you need. So,
Could aftermarket bulbs, just, you get like shitty aftermarket bulbs, could they just end up burning out
yeah.
pretty regularly?
Yeah. If they're having bulb concerns, I would put our bulbs in there and see if they burn out. If they burn out, then dig deeper in.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta put our stuff in there that's made for it.
I figured since I already left for Friday in my mind, I might as well with this.
Alright, I'm gonna start this thing up. Just gonna let it run for a few minutes here. We can check our oil level. See how close we are. Long enough to get it moving. We're gonna get a pretty close ballpark. I'll take it for a spin and then check it when I get back. Again, we don't screw it in. Just pull it out. It's on the bottom. I'll dump the rest of the oil in there that I have. I'm gonna take it for a spin. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys, I took this thing for a spin, let it sit for a few minutes. Pull out our dipstick here. Wipe it off my nice rag right here, or work pants. Changing out of these in a moment to go home. Okay, I'm gonna stick it in. Do not screw it in, just put it in. And our oil level, we're at the top of the full, just a hair over. So, good there. Screw that back in. And we're ready to rock and roll, guys. See you next time. Ride safe. All right, guys, got the white walls all cleaned up. I took this thing for a ride, and what a difference. I didn't even go over like 45 miles an hour, and around the corners, very, very noticeable difference. This thing just wants to eat corners now. It just rolls right into them. It feels so natural. I'm very excited. I'm gonna obviously take my time with them. They're brand new tires. Might still be a little bit slick on that tread from being on a shelf for a while. All that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to help learn by my mistakes doing this. And until next time, ride safe out there.